Honestly. Thank you so much for your patience. What can I say? We're on our way to a bit of an art trail. It wasn't the plan, but I don't have time to do the full plan for you now. Unfortunately, all of the trains in Japan going my direction, only from Osaka, Kyoto, coming all the way up to North Shiga, they've all been cancelled since they started running. Maybe at 5 and 6 a.m. I think people were able to get them. But at 7, 8, 9, 10 and now 11 a.m. people have been unable to get them, sadly. The app doesn't matter so much. Right, bear with me. Okay. No. So a lady was just about to run over me instead of waiting. You might not know this, but in Japan, there's a really interesting way to cross the road which does not favour the pedestrian. If the light is green for pedestrians to walk across the road, but there aren't any pedestrians going to walk across the road, cars can go across the green blinking person anyway. That wasn't a blinking for beep. Let me get you a portrait shot of this radio tower. 3, 2, 1. So, I think I've lost a couple of people. A couple of people have decided they're not into this tour. But trust me, it's going to get good in a moment. 3, 2, 1. We're going to spend a short amount of time going to a couple of very, very old locations. Some of them are disused now. For this art trail. Let me check. I'm just going to check your messages. Okay, there might be too many. Oh, yeah, I think there's too many messages for me to read. Honestly, this app. Hello, is it working? The app today. Honestly, I'm so sorry. Anyway, hello, I can hear you again. I was just saying, yes, I'm not going to describe it further because it requires a trigger warning. So, Tina, the answer is collision with a person. That's how Japan defines it. But considering the length of time, I imagine it was more than one. But we're not going to talk about it anymore because it's not appropriate. Sorry. I'm not going to be late for work, don't worry. Okay, so we're in Hikone City, and it's quite cool to get to check it out in this way because you normally see Hikone Castle with me. And you normally see Hikone Castle and a lot of historical areas, basically, castle walls and such. So it must be a little bit strange to see so many heaps of power cables and hear so many cars. This is what we're going to check out a little bit of today. The Biwako Biennale or Biennale. In Japanese, they have a totally different pronunciation for it. I can't quite remember. But I haven't been to any of these. This ticket was very, very expensive. 4,500 yen. I've got less than a week left to get to all of them. And I'm going to take you guys to hopefully 2 of the locations, but at least one of the locations. The locations are in really interesting old buildings, such as the disused bathhouse. Here's the information about the event. So it's an art trail. It's happening in Omihachiman and Hikone. So very, very historical cities. I've got another phone in my pocket. Yes, so I can confirm we're on the right track. Post office, we're going to go around the corner. We're looking for flags outside of buildings. We see the flags. We'll see it says Biennale. It sounds like biannual, but it's spelled a little bit differently. And I've already been told that we're allowed to film in them. The people in them might think otherwise, but I've already got permission. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for sticking with me. And I'm just sorry about everything. It's out of my control, so I can't take the blame. But I can still be sorry. So this is another look at where real people live here in Japan. I was telling someone else on their tour yesterday, there's a lot of undercover walking areas in Japan, and I think it's because it rains so much. So I'm going to take you to the old disused post office. It's actually the main information point for what we're going to right now. Here's a little map of the area and a little bit more information about Hikone for you. Here's Tanuki. Now, I've got the new microphone I've purchased in my bag, but it only arrived just before I left the house this morning, so I haven't had a chance to test it. So sorry about the audio quality of the cars going by, and I hope my audio quality is okay. I'm going to need some medicine after this. I have a very bad headache now. All I can hope is that I get enough time before work to get myself some food. So far, this is not the one. Right. Such nice little views down the streets. I think that's a temple. It could just be someone's garden, though. Right. A little bit further. Later on, I'll be able to read back through all of your messages. So the reason I'm here on this tour with you is because otherwise I just fully would have been cancelling. I almost cancelled 2 hours ago, but then the trains promised that there would be a train at 10:05. My tour being at 11 a.m., that would have just worked. However, the train didn't arrive until 11:03. Oh no, sorry, it arrived at 10:50, and then it stopped one stop later until 11:03. So real pain. Okay, I think this might be our first flag. All right, here we are, first flag. This is the old disused post office, and we get to see some art installations inside. I hope you'll join me. I might have to be a bit more quiet when I go inside, but these have all been made by local people here in Japan, and it should be some quite interesting things. But what I'd really like you to come to is, can you see on this list, the last event of mine on this list, so I've got lots of wonderful events from Thursday this week. The last one, is the list loading, has got, oh, can you guys hear me? I don't know if your comments are loading. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to continue the tour as if you can hear me, but your comments aren't loading. The last thing I can see is "Don't fall. We can't help you at this distance." And the things I just shared with you, I don't know if they've gone through. Okay. I've got a message from Lisa on Instagram saying you guys can hear me. So yeah, hey go problems too today. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to go inside. They're probably going to feel a little bit strange about me going in here. I don't know if they're going to be okay with the video recording. But like I said, I do already have permission. So we'll probably just stick to this one venue, okay? And then I hope that you'll join me at some of the others. The others will be a later day. There's one listing for it, so I'll take you to 2 places in Omihatuman, so please consider joining me. All right. Konnichiwa. ありがとうございます。
奥のフライ1階2階と、
はい。
ここから階段上がって3階まで展示してます。
ありがとうございます。Good idea is to not wear these kinds of shoes if you come to Japan. But I thought I was going to be climbing a castle. That's why I have these shoes on. Thank you, Lisa. I can see messages from Lisa on Instagram. They're popping up on my screen. And I will read this chat after. These are, one second, my eyes are very bad today. I've got everything wrong with me today. I'm gonna have to investigate. They look like some kind of, what would you say? Some kind of print exposure. I'll try and work it out in a minute. But sorry guys, I've had a lot of problems with my eyes this year. No assistance needed, it's sleep related. And yes, I've been to the doctor. Spray, let me check. Definitely printed, I think with fabric or something. Maybe fabric and old prints put together. So it looks like we've got 3 floors in here. Art installations coming through here. Usually, I'm just going to take my shoes off again. The general rule is that if the level raises, you shouldn't wear shoes. I don't know. Maybe I should put my slippers back on. I just took them off just in case. So this looks like, this is liquid inside panes of glass, I think. Try and get you some good angles on it. So I'm really sorry I can't see any of your chat. This whole this whole year has been sent to test me. Ah. not liquid. Oh my goodness, it's so tempting to touch this, but I'm not allowed to touch it. Oh, I nearly touched it. I need a mum here with me saying, don't. Thank you. Lisa says you guys are enjoying it, so I'm glad. Thank you very much. So we're in an old disused post office building. Okay, this piece is called At the Moment, and it's by Hishida Mafumi. 1 second, let me get a little translation on it for you. Yeah, I'm going to check just a second. Okay. Okay, it says, at the moment is a work that is completely different depending on various factors, such as the viewing angle, the way light hits it, and the temperature of the place, the number of days since it was created, and the environment. It is reddish in hot weather, turns blue or purple in cold weather. In extremely hot or cold temperatures, it may become colorless. It may look green when viewed from the front, but appear bluish when viewed at an angle. If you leave it in a sunny place, the appearance may change over time. In addition, when light is reflected and when light is transmitted, the appearance is completely different, and the shadows also have various colors. In other words, at the moment, you can only see the same scenery from that position. Please try various ways of looking at it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like a mood ring, yes, Sandy. So I can't see your message, but Lisa's very kindly passed it on for me. Okay, let's go up these tiny steps. Right, there's something special up here, I'm sure. Something in here. Ooh. I can't explain it, but there's robot lights. And in the room, you cannot see it. You can't see it, maybe. But there's little red lights that are moving around. No, you can't. Oh, can you see? These little robot boxes are controlling those little lights that look like fireflies. So these are controlling firefly-like lights. I'll go downstairs again. Ooh. Now, at some of the other venues on this art trail that I can't take you to today, but follow this surprise tour listing because likely at the drop of a hat, I will actually introduce you to some more of the art from these spaces. They're all completely different in all of the different rooms. Look at that, those mood rings are totally different colours now. And again, that was by Hishida Mafumi. Okay, and just in case you want the information to translate yourself, maybe that will help you. All right, and look at the shadows on the walls. You can really get a feel for how old this house is too. Let me check the time for myself. Okay. I think this is not art, but it's funny. Someone dropped the iron on the floor. This one is called Moat and Malaria. Video installation, 2-channel video. By someone called Kunte. cards, different samples of the colours. This one is called Wind's Frolic as Innocent by Tanaka Masato. So on this art trail, there's approximately 20 venues, actually 25 venues. So it would be impossible for me to show you all of them. I'm only allowed into each one once. As I say, my ticket's very expensive. I think I'll get to go in about half of them, and I'll take you into half of that. 3, 2, 1. So I do hope you'll join me. And I hope you'll check out my other tours too. This one is called Like the Wind by Tanaka Masato. 3, 2, 1. Very beautiful. Just keeping a close eye on the time. Very curious. Three, two, one. Let me just tilt the camera. Looks like someone's architectural geology project. Someone suggested MI is all I can see. Mirror pond. Yeah, it looks like a lake, I thought. So yeah, mirror pond. Let's pray for better success on my future tours, huh? Ooh. Oh, and we've got one more floor I'm going to take you to. In some of the other spaces, we'll have light up phoenixes and things. I'm hoping you see it up here. This one's called Clarify the Wind. I like the way they move. I'm going to have to pick up the pace a little bit, I'm afraid, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on just one of 20 in this little art tour. If you want to come to my, if you want to come to the Hakone Castle tour, it's going to be Hakone Castle Garden, castle, inside the castle, the view of Lake Biwa from the castle, and also another art installation at the end. Please join me on my Friday morning. I think that might be your Thursday night. And I'm so sorry, I've booked it over other people. You know I don't like to do that, but I've got to work out who to disappoint the most here. Yeah, and ultimately, not everybody likes Japan, so hopefully that doesn't affect the other two guides too much. And people book over me all the time, so I should be allowed this one chance. I thought this piece was called No Entry Beyond This Point, but it's not. It just says don't go. Oh, thank you very much. Lisa's told me that Gregory has tipped. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Linda's tipped. Thank you, Linda B. Fluctuation. I look for, if you've got any special messages for me, please leave them because I look forward to reading back through them later. So nice ones, please. And if you are able to leave reviews, then please do, if you've got the time, to share pictures or leave reviews. This is shibori, Japanese squeezing cloth technique that makes these beautiful patterns. Shibori means squeeze. The wall is really gorgeous. Yeah. I've got my eye on the time. I'm going to see if there's one more cool thing upstairs to show you. This is called The Tails of the Wind Rounded in My Pocket. There's some incredible names for these, I think. 3, 2, 1. Look at the shadows, isn't that incredible? 3, 2, 1. Oh, I love art. I love what people can do. Watch out, scary one coming in my opinion. 3, 2, 1. Bit scary, this one. Okay, back to safety in 3, 2, 1. That one was called In Her Room. Oh my goodness. There's art everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. Oh my goodness. I don't have the time. Thank you very much, Sandy. Lisa's told me you've tipped. It's a good thing my notifications from Instagram pop through, isn't it? So, my lovelies, I'm just going to really quickly flash by and show you these. And then I've got to dash. I've got to try and get myself to work if the trains allow. A tough old day. But I hope you enjoyed seeing a heap of art. I can't believe how much more there will be to come. And it's been really lovely to be here with you, even though I can't see what you're saying. Sorry about Hago, sorry about the trains, sorry about the world. I hope you appreciate that even though everything was a big struggle, I really tried to still fill up part of your day with something unique and share my world with you. So thank you so much. And yeah, I've lowered my mask for a second. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. I do appreciate you having been here. All right, I must go now, so catch you later. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.